Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is T of the FTK Crochet brand and I am back with another tutorial. So today we are going to be making the tutorial for this beautiful scarf. It is a step-by-step detailed tutorial, so it is beginner friendly. So recently I posted the tutorial for the beanie. I decided to make a matching scarf so it will come like a set. Alright, so as you can see, it's long enough to actually style it the way that you want. You can decide to just throw it here. You can decide to just leave it like this. You see how gorgeous this looks? So you can actually style it the way you want, or you can decide to do it the way I was wearing it before, just like this. Any way you feel like styling it is going to come out so beautiful. So this scarf is a detailed step-by-step tutorial. So if you are new to crochet, this is something you can actually make for yourself or for your loved ones. Before I go into this tutorial, have you subscribed to my channel yet? Don't you think you are missing too much not subscribed to this channel? So I'm going to give you a minute now to click on that subscription bell below so you don't miss out on any of the tutorials that I post on here. Alright, so without further ado, let us get into this tutorial. Okay, so these are the materials that you're going to need for this project. So as you already know, I'm doing this scarf, so it will be a set with the hat I posted the tutorial for recently. Okay, so I'm using this medium weight yarn. It's an acrylic yarn and it's a 4-ply. Okay, but you can go ahead to use whatever yarn you feel comfortable working with. It can be a cotton yarn or it can be an acrylic yarn. All right, but for this one, this is just what I'm going with because I feel comfortable working with this 4-ply acrylic yarn. All right, so I'm using this blue and the pink color like I used on the hat I posted the tutorial for, like I told you. So you are going to need your measurement tape. This one is very important. You're going to need the scissors, some stitch markers, a needle to weave in your ends when you are done. And then on this project, we are going to be working with a 6mm hook size. All right, so let us get into it. Okay, so the measurement you're going to need for this scarf is going to depend on how long you want your scarf to be and how wide you want it to be. All right, so for my own, I'm going to be making a foundation chain of 220 because that is going to be the length of my own. All right, so I don't know how long you want yours to be, but depending on how long you want yours to be, that is the exact foundation chain you are going to be making. All right, and when you do, just leave at least 10 inches of yarn when you do your slip knot before you start your chain. And I say 10 inches, 10 centimeters. Okay, so leave at least 10 to 12 centimeter long on your yarn when you do your slip knots because this part is going to be for the fringe. Okay, so we are not going to be cutting this part off. This is where we are going to be using for our fringe. So in every rows you are going to be seeing this particular yarn length. All right, so now you go ahead to make your foundation chains on how long you want your scarf to be. I'm going off camera now to do mine and I'll be right back to tell you what we're going to be doing next. All right. Okay, so I'm done with my foundation chain, and like I told you, I made 220 chains. That is how long I want it to be. All right, so now to begin the next row, you are going to be making just one single crochet, just like this. This is going to be our turning chain. Okay, so you're going to skip this one chain, and on the next, you're going to be going in there with a single crochet, just like this. All right, so when you do your single crochet, always mark the very first stitch so you know which stitch is your first, so you don't make a mistake. All right, so on the next stitch now, you are going to be going in there with a double crochet. So on this scarf, we are going to be using the lemon peel stitch. All right, so the next stitch, you are going to be going in there with a single crochet. And on the next, you're going to be going in there with a double crochet. All right, so if you're familiar with the lemon peel stitch, this is what we are going forward. For those of you that don't know what the lemon peel stitch is, this is the lemon stitch. All right, so you just go into the next stitch with a double crochet and the next with a single crochet. So you keep alternating the double crochets and the single crochets all across this row, and I will meet you at the end here when I'm done with mine. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row 1, and this is how it's looking so far. So if I forgot to mention, if you begin with a single crochet, you're supposed to end with a double crochet. All right, because all the beginnings are going to be starting with a single crochet and all the endings are supposed to be a double crochet. Okay, so now we are going to be changing our colors. So we are going to be using the blue color. So you are going to be leaving out a strand of yarn for the blue color as well. So exactly the same thing you did with the pink color, that is what you're going to be doing with the blue color. Okay, so this is long enough. So what you're going to do when you are doing your last double crochet, let me just take that again. What you're going to do for the last double crochet, you're not going to finish it. You're just going to yarn over. You're going to yarn over, and on the very last stitch, you do a double crochet, but you won't finish it. So now that you have 3 on your hook, you yarn over, you pull out 2 loops. So now that you have 2 on your hook, you are now going to put in your next color. It happens to be my blue color yarn now, and that is what you are going to be finishing the double crochet with, just like this. And then you drag this one out to make it tighter. So as you can see, I also left tail right here that we are going to be using for our fringe. Okay, so now to begin the next row, you are going to do chain 1. You are going to chain 1, turn your work to the other side, and then put a single crochet on the very first stitch, just like this. Okay, so now to make this place firm so we don't see our work coming off, you are going to be tying this 2 together just like this. All right, you see this one now is secure. So what you are going to do now, you are just going to keep doing your rounds now. So like I told you, we've begun now with a single crochet. Now you're going to yarn over, and on the next stitch that has the single crochet from the previous row, you're going to be doing a double crochet on that stitch. All right, so on the next stitch now that has the double crochet from the previous row, you're going to be doing a single crochet there. So you just continue alternating 1 single and 1 double, 1 single and 1 double, and make sure you are following the stitches correctly. So the places that has single crochet on the previous row, that is where you're going to be putting your double crochet on this row. Then the places that has double crochet on the previous row, that is where you're going to be putting in your single crochet. All right, so keep alternating 1 single, 1 double, 1 single, 1 double on each of the stitches until you get to the very end here again. And when I get here, I'll come back to tell you what we're going to be doing next. All right. Okay, so I'm at the end of the row 2 now, and this is how it's looking so far. So to end on this row 2, as usual, we are going to be doing our very last stitch now, which happens to be the double crochet on the very last stitch here, but you are not going to be finishing it. So now that you have just 2 on your hook, you are going to be switching the yarn color. And like I told you, in this case, it happens to be my pink color. And don't forget the strand you need to leave for our fringe. Okay? So then drag this one out. And now to begin the next row, you're going to chain up 1, then turn your work to the other side. And then you're going to be doing a single crochet on the previous double crochet stitch in the last row. All right, so now you are going to be tying this part, but first you have to cut off the blue yarn and make sure it's the same length with the pink. and then you're going to tie it so we can secure this part. So it's exactly the same thing we did on the row 2. That is what we are doing here right now. So the next step is just going to keep alternating. Now we have our first single crochet. So the next stitch is going to be for the double crochet. And the next stitch is going to be the single crochet. And the next is going to be for the double crochet. And the next for the single crochet. So it's as easy as this. Okay, so you just keep on doing your alternating of the single and the double crochet all the way to the very end here. And when you get to the end here, you are going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to change your yarn color, making sure you're leaving out the strand for the fringe later on. Okay, so it's exactly the same thing that you're going to be doing until you get to the width that you want. The how wide you want your own scarf to be. All right, because I'm going off camera now to keep doing my rows, and when I'm done, I'll come back to show you how many rows I end up doing and what we're going to be doing next. All right. Okay, so I'm done working all of my rows and I ended up putting 15 rows altogether. So as you can see, I played with my color patterns. I did two pink, one blue, one pink, one blue. So altogether though, I got exactly 15 rows. So I think I'm okay with this width size. I'm okay with how wide this is. Okay, so this one gave me, for my own measurement, 5.5 inches. So I think I'm good to go with the 5.5 inches. All right, I don't know how wide you want your own scarf to be, but it's up to you. You can go ahead and keep adding more rows to yours if that's what you want. But for my own, this is where I'm going to be stopping. I think I feel better with this one. All right, so now the next step, we are going to be adding more fringe to these parts so it looks richer. So even though we have these ones here, what we are just going to be doing now, we are going to be adding more of it, like I said, so it looks richer. All right, so the way you do that, you are just going to get the strand of yarn that you've been using, and then you're going to be cutting them out like this. So the way you do the measurement is this: the one that you've been leaving out already, all you just need to do is put your yarn that you've been working with and do the measurement. You fold it like this. Okay, let me use the one that I've not cut already. All right, these ones I've already cut those ones. So you take the yarn that you've been using, all you just need to do is bend it like this and put it against the one that is here, just like this, and then you cut it out. All right, so this is exactly how you are going to know the length that you need to leave out. So the reason why you are bending it like this, because when you put it in now, this is how it's going to come out. All right, so you go ahead now to cut the yarn strands that you are going to be using for your fringe, just like I've done here. And now I'm going to be showing you how we are going to be putting it here. Okay, so for this one, we are going to be starting from this part that does not have any at all. Let me bring it down a little so you see what I'm doing. Okay, so as you can see, this part has nothing. What we are going to be doing now, we'll take 2 of the blue and 2 of the pink, because I want to mix them together. I want the feel of these colors to play out on the fringe as well. So I'm taking 2 of each of the colors so it becomes fuller. All right, so you are going to take it like this. So those of you that you are not familiar with putting your fringe on your crochet project, then follow as I do this. All right, so what you are going to do now, please just watch carefully. Okay, you are going to put your hook on the very last space right here. And then you are going to take your yarn and pass it through that space just like this. Make sure they are all out like that. And then put your hand inside that space just like this. And then take the yarn from the other side and just pull it out just like this. So this is how you add a fringe to your crochet project. All right, so we just did one. So you are going to do exactly the same thing now for the next space. Take 2 of this one and then 2 of the blue color. I just want to show you how to do the next one. Then I'm going to go off camera to finish mine and then come back to show you the finished result. All right. So you hold it like this. Then now the place you want to put your fringe, you're just going to put your hook in there just like this. And then pick the yarn just like this and pass it through just like this. And then hold the space just like this. Pick the yarn from the other side. It's just like you are tying a rope, and then drag it out to tie. So as you can see, we just succeeded in putting 2 of our fringe on these 2 parts. So you go ahead now to put your fringe all across. You do it on this side and do it on this side as well. And I'll be right back to show you my finished result when I'm done adding all of my fringe. All right. Okay, so I'm done putting in all of my fringe and this is how it's looking. So after putting the fringe, I had to trim it as best as I can. So this is how it came out. So beautiful. And I ended up adding 2 more rows to my own project. All right, I did 2 more rows here and I did 2 more rows here because for the hats I realized that I made the pink color the main color, so I had to do it here on the scarf as well because I want it to be a really matching set. I'm so particular about my matching stuffs. All right, so this is how the whole thing is looking. It's so beautiful and is also long enough to style it anyhow you want it. And like I told you before, if you know you want yours wider, you can actually go ahead to keep adding more of the rows to your own to make it wide. Okay, so depending on how you want yours to be. All right, so I actually went ahead also to do the scarf for the blue hat as well, and this is how this one is looking. It's exactly the same thing, just different colors. They are so beautiful. All right, so this is it. So depending on the colors you want to use for your own, you can just decide to use any kind of color to make it flashy, to bring it down, to make it a little bit dull. So it's up to you and what you like for your own scarf. All right, so with this we've come to the end of today's tutorial. I do hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I did creating the video. If you do, make sure to like the video and share it to your friends and your family who wants to make something as beautiful as this. All right, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that now because you don't want to be missing out on all the beautiful tutorials that I post on here. All right, so like I said, if you have any questions, put it down on the comment section and I will be happy to help. All right, so until next time, bye bye.